say goodbye. Of course, that's Triumph off the Allied Forces album, as we say hello to Gilmore and Mike Levine from that legendary band. Hello, guys. I know this is a big day in Triumph history. I can't thank you enough for spending some time with me and our audience.
Nice to be here, Ron. Thanks.
Good to see you, Ron.
You too. And please say hello to all the fans by sharing this huge announcement today. We've all heard the news, but I want to hear it from you guys in your own words, this huge announcement about the reunion tour.
Triumph is going on the road.
That
the
about
bus is
sums it up.
officially out of the snowbank. The rock and roll machine has been refueled.
And we're all super excited about that. Triumph, the 50th anniversary Rock and Roll Machine Reloaded Tour. Tickets go on sale December 12th at livenation.com. I do believe pre-sales start tomorrow. And regular GA tickets on sale December 12th at livenation.com. 2025 was a big year for the band and the brand with the release of this all-star tribute album, Magic Power. And I'm guessing that triumphant reunion performance at the Stanley Cup Finals was a big catalyst in making this 50th anniversary reunion a reality.
Yeah, it was, Ron. I mean, there was a lot of stepping stones that led to this, but that was certainly one where we were, in the same room rehearsing and getting the feedback from the audience and our families and everything. And it was, it was a kind of a watershed moment there where everyone sort of started thinking, maybe this is fun.
Maybe this is fun. Well, it's certainly fun for the audience and the people that grew up listening to those songs, the soundtrack of our lives. I'm speaking with Gilmore and Mike Levine from Triumph. They've just announced their epic 50th anniversary reunion tour for 2026, and you can get all the details at triumphmusic.com. Gil, there's been a lot of discussion about your efforts to bring a high-tech Triumph experience to the stage. Not exactly a concert, but a multimedia type experience. Now, with this tour announcement, is that still on the table?
Yeah, I mean, we were always trying to make our performances back in the day, somewhat theatrical, So, when I was growing up, and I the first time I saw Alice Cooper chuck a chicken, I went, and the makeup and all that. I kind of just like that side of it. So we always tried to build Triumph into something where the performance was, molded with, the theatrics that went along with it. And, I've seen a lot of the newer tours come out with there's so much new gear, new lighting and all that we didn't have back then. But a lot of the stuff I see is kind of gratuitous. It's just kind of like, blah, blah, flash, flash, flash. And it doesn't really mean anything. It's just video noise. And so our lighting director, Paul Dexter, and I, from back in the day, Paul worked with us, and he's been at the forefront of new technology. He's written books on the subject, on lighting and so on. And we decided, couldn't we do something better? Like, couldn't we put something together that was immersive, that would really pull the fans closer to the band, that would bring history into play, that would just enhance whatever the messaging is? And we decided, you know what? We've actually got a narrative for this because the fans have told us it's about the positivity in some of the lyrics. Let's build on that. And so, yeah, it's fully part of what we're doing. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm hoping it's going to be something that's going to knock people out, and it's going to really make it more than just a concert. But of course, the music is the engine for it.
Of course, and we'll put that, I guess, on hold until after this big tour in 2026. Now, Triumph has always been at the forefront of live performance technology, the lights, the lasers, the pyro, the staging, all the stuff you just mentioned. I'm sure the 50th anniversary tour will reflect that vision and uphold that tradition.
We're sure going to try to up the ante and really deliver the goods. I mean, we really built. Obviously radio was instrumental in our success, but we also I think have to say that the live performance was the essence of our connection to fans beyond what they heard on radio, and so many of the comments we get back now are about, oh, I was at that concert in whatever year, whatever place, and I'll never forget what I saw. It was something else. So that was part of, I guess, the legacy of the band, and so we just don't want to come back and let people down. We want to up the game and try to if we can excite them or shock them a bit. the way we tried to do back then, just with a new toolkit to do it, and but looking back with all the music to hopefully what the songs they want to hear.
Fantastic. I've been a part of some of those concert experiences. Saw you guys at the US Festival at the Rocklahoma event. Gosh, what was that? 17 years ago already. And of course, April Wine, another classic Canadian band, announced as your opening act, which is also great news. I want to take you guys back to 1985, 86, when my band, Keel, had the honor of opening up for you guys at some big arenas. This flyer is from March 8th, 1985 at the LA Sports Arena. And I also have the cassette right here, the cassette recording from that gig. Not your gig, just my gig. I should have kept the tape rolling and captured a classic Triumph bootleg, but no, this is just my gig from that night, transferring stuff to digital. And this was on my desk before we even scheduled the interview. And let me ask you this. When you were putting together this 50th anniversary tour, was there any discussion about having Keel as the support actor? Did that not even come up?
Well, do you want the real truth?
No. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, we did talk about it, and it came down to a vote. But there's only 3 votes, so there couldn't have been a tie. So sadly, you lost.
I totally understand, man. Hashtag Keep It Canadian on this 50th anniversary tour. And on that subject, are you going to be bringing the rest of the Canadian rock mafia with you? Todd Kearns, Brent Fitz, Phil X, the usual suspects?
The boys will be hanging with the other boys.
That's fantastic. I love those guys. Had the pleasure of working with Todd and Brent on many occasions, and I know it's a dream come true for those guys, for them to participate in the Triumph Legacy. It looked like you guys were having a great time at that Stanley Cup playoff game, and just really excited about the tour. I know that there have been a number of dates announced. We'll be adding dates to that tour. Everybody's, when you announce a tour these days, everybody that's not in one of those cities is disappointed. So can we expect more, or is this written in stone?
It's kind of Live Nation's tour. I mean, every show is a Live Nation show, and we haven't been out there obviously for a long, long time. So these things are kind of complicated. I mean, from Triumph's point of view, I would say, we're game for whatever kind of comes our way, and but we don't know for sure what to expect. And I think a lot of things will kind of be a game time decision. It'll be like, how's it going? How's everyone feeling? What's Live Nation got to say? What's our manager, Jason, saying? We got it to this point where, there was a lot of speculation we would never do this. Yeah. And we pulled the trigger, right? So who knows how many triggers we'll pull? I don't know. Mike, are you trigger happy?
Depends on the day, go.
Well, I'm sure it will do good business. Oh, every date's going to sell out, and you guys are going to kick ass and have fun. So what's stopping you? We'll look forward to whatever happens in the future. Just really glad to see one of our all-time favorite bands back out there and delivering this positive message and positive, strong music that we all grew up on and that has been a part of my life since the 70s. Now you're going to be reaching a whole new generation of fans with this tour. We're all bringing our kids and our grandkids to the gigs, and the magic power of the music, that's going to resonate with these young people. It always has, it always will. The tribute album is great, but I would recommend Greatest Hits Remixed. If you had one Desert Island album to give to a young person that's not really familiar with Triumph, that would be my choice. What do you guys think?
It's a pretty good choice. It's a great sounding record.
Yeah, it's
got all the primo material on it. I would pick personally something else because I'm very familiar with all that.
Sure. And of course, my favorites, Magic Power, Allied Forces, it's Rock and Roll Machine, just a huge influence on me, my music, my career, my bands, and a whole generation of fans. You can't go wrong with any of those albums, and they've been our soundtrack now for a half century. How do you even wrap your head around that? 50 years, a half century. My special guests, Gil Moore and Mike Levine from Triumph. I really appreciate you guys sharing some time with us. I know it's a busy day for you. Thanks for the music and for bringing Triumph back to the arenas in 2026.
Thanks a lot, Ron. I mean, we're looking forward to it. I feel like the songs, we gave them originally to the audience, but the last number of decades, like they've given us the thanks and taken ownership of a lot of those lyrics in those songs, and that's what makes us feel like a coming home of sorts.
Yeah.
We really appreciate that. You can't express it in words. Your gratitude for the loyalty of people that make you part of their lives for such an enduring period. So it's really going to be something to go to those cities again and meet people face to face again. It's going to be great.
Fantastic. And the songs themselves, of course, say it all, but just the song titles, Hold On to Your Dreams, The Magic Power, Fight the Good Fight, all of those classics that those resonate with people of any age, any style of music, any generation. So I'm glad that I've been a very small thread in the Triumph history. I'm very proud of this, man. That was my first arena gig, by the way. The first time, we'd just gotten signed. Our album had been out maybe 3 or 4 weeks, and it was our first arena gig, and you guys were so cool to us. Gave us a full sound check, let us hang the huge backdrop, the full staging, all that stuff. And that was... Obviously, it didn't go that way for the rest of our touring career, but that first arena show, you never forget your first arena show. And mine was luckily with one of my all-time favorite bands, Triumph. Thanks again. Once again, the Triumph 50th Anniversary Rock and Roll Machine Reloaded Tour. Tickets on sale December 12th at livenation.com. Thanks again, Gil and Mike, for being a part of our day, a part of our history, and a part of our future.
Thanks a million, Ron.
Thanks for having us.
My pleasure. Now back to the music. Here's that other opening act for Triumph, April Wine on KRFK. Live the rock!